Hello friends, and welcome back to another video. So in today's video I'm going to be showing you some of the process of creating this beautiful round mandala canvas, which I actually named Into the Sun, and I'll share a little bit more about that shortly. So here are some of the things that you're going to need to create the background. So I have got a round canvas. I just bought mine from Hobbycraft. And then I got these paints from The Works if you're in the UK. I think it was £8 for the whole set, and it's got all the kind of colours that I want. You're going to need some paintbrushes, of course, and a paint palette. So here I am just getting all of my colours together and creating a yellow to red radial gradient background for the round mandala canvas. So here I am just choosing a number of different paints. As you can see, we've got dark red, we've got oranges, we've got yellow, and we've got that all important white, which is going to help to mix and blend the colours so we get that lovely, smooth, gradual gradient effect. Oh, that was a bit of a mouthful, wasn't it? So now we're just going to start painting. So if you're following along, just start with your brightest colour in the centre. So I started with this gorgeous like lemon yellow kind of shade, and then I'm just going to keep adding, and it looks very blocky at the minute. It looks a bit of a mess, but it will look better in the end. Just keep going. Watch what I do your own thing, blend it all together, and hopefully it'll come out really smooth and beautiful. So now that we've got all the colours on there, the next process is just to kind of blend them all together so it looks more seamless and more of a gradient rather than just blocks of colour. So here I am just using a brush to blend the different colours together, and then as you'll see me doing in a moment, I'm just going to add white. I'm just going to keep adding white to all the different levels just to create that smooth gradient effect. So judge it by eye, guys. Just look at what you're doing, see if it looks right, keep adding, keep blending, just keep going until you feel happy with it. And I know for me this wasn't exactly centered, but that's okay because I am going to layer it with this beautiful hand painted henna inspired mandala anyway. So as long as you've got the kind of background there and you can see the gradient taking effect or taking place and it looks good, then you're okay. So while you guys just finish watching me paint the background, coming up we're going to be painting the actual design onto the mandala canvas. So I would suggest getting your paint cones ready, and you can watch my make your own acrylic paint cones video to know how to do that. But basically I had a number of different reds and oranges and mainly gold again, because I usually tend to gravitate towards gold for the initial outline of my designs. So yeah, let's make the magic happen and start painting our mandala. Okay, so here we go. I've got my gorgeous rich gold acrylic paint cone. I've got my gems, and I'm just going to start. This is all freehand, by the way, guys. I had no idea of what I was going to do. I just knew I wanted to paint this, so I just put my paint cone to canvas and let it all flow. This video is going to be quite slow. I've got some time-lapse parts of it coming up, but I just want you to kind of follow along if you like to, and just go with the flow. So this is 2 times the speed of real time, and it is still quite slow because it's very detailed and these canvases take a lot of time. But just enjoy the process, and I'll be quiet now and I'll just let you follow along for a bit. So as you can see, I have started building quite a detailed, intricate flower for the centre, and as you can see, I do like to go around the edge of my petals just to make them a bit thicker, and just to add some variety to the design, some thin parts, some thin elements and some thicker elements. It just kind of brings it all to life. And with this canvas, I did actually add the little details as I went along, just because I really wanted to see it kind of come to life before my eyes. So I went in with a red acrylic paint cone and added those dots that you see there, and now I am just adding some shading to the flowers with my gold paint cone again. these humps, or what I call humps, I know people call them different things, and I do feel a bit funny calling them humps, but yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, they're quite integral to most henna inspired artwork, so yeah, I just went in with my compass, drew a line, outlined that with the acrylic paint cone, and now I'm just doing these humps, and it kind of helps to separate your piece up into different levels or layers of the mandala, and I think it's just a really pretty way to break things up. In this mandala canvas piece, I did actually use a lot of dot work as well, so I really do love the technique of dotting. So I brought a lot of that into this piece, and you'll see that as we go along. Here I'm just using a high quality art glue just to stick these gems on, because it is going to be a full circle of gems or rhinestones and you just want them to be stuck down really firmly. So I would recommend, rather than just using the acrylic paint, use some glue. So like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, this is some of the process of creating this mandala canvas. So as you'll see, there are some bits that are missed out, and that is genuinely because I filmed this canvas in the middle of the night while trying to take care of my little baby at the time, and my camera battery died and all sorts. So there is just like a few parts missing to this, but you can always screenshot and pause and just copy the design as is on the screen. So why did I call this piece Into the Sun? And that for me is quite a deep meaning. I think on the spiritual journey, when you're on this path of returning to who you always were, there'll be a lot of things that you go through, and when you create that opening or that space where you do want to heal, you do want to become better, you do want to become stronger, there's a process that you have to undergo where everything that you are not needs to be burned away or to be stripped away, but it will leave you with this beautiful, beautiful light that emanates from your being. And that's what Into the Sun means for me. It means for us to become who we truly are, we have to step into the heat, we have to step into the fire, we have to step into the sun, and we have to allow all the parts of us that are no longer serving us, serving each other and serving humanity, to be burnt away, to leave behind who we truly are, and allow our beautiful light to shine on everything regardless of anything. The way the sun does. The sun, it doesn't have any prejudices, it doesn't hold back, it just shines its light so beautifully on the whole of humanity, and I pray for all of us that we are able to do the same. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any questions or have any ideas for other videos, please do leave a comment below. Sending you lots of light, love and peace today and always.